back neighborhood garage. I'm Mike Glover.
I'm Mike Higby.
I'm Brad Foltz.
Today Brad's with us and he's going to share and tell us about this old 59 Apache.
Right.
So, what would you like to share? What would you like to tell us about this bad boy?
59 long bed, fleet side with the spears on the side. And, you don't see too many of the spear trim anymore, especially in an 8-foot long bed. Most of them all got trashed because they were hauling wood somewhere.
Right.
So
you see a lot of that.
So it's a survivor, you say?
Yeah, and it's a big back window.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Notice that.
I don't think there's any Bondo in the truck. Underneath of it is rust free. It actually came from California.
Hey, all Chevys got a little rust. Come on.
Under the mat.
Oh, okay.
Under the driver's mat from spilling the Pepsi, I guess.
So what happened to get you to acquire this truck? Let's say.
Well, I used to have a 56 Chevy, big back window. And my dad and I worked on it for about 10 years. And we were putting it in shows on the East Coast. But somebody decided they wanted it more than we did. Came along.
They stole it.
Picked up, they picked up the trailer and the truck and everything one night, January 2011.
Wow.
So it was about 3 or 4 years. I was just disgusted.
Sick.
Yeah.
So this is your replacement. This is your new baby.
Yeah. We looked for it for about 3 or 4 years, and for the cost of a good donor truck anymore and the parts, I couldn't even begin to buy the parts for what I paid for this truck.
Right.
Sometimes it is cheaper to buy one than build one, for sure.
Absolutely.
And now I get to change it to however we like.
Yeah, there you go. Customize it.
Yeah.
Well, show us the motor.
Sure.
There, Mike.
Yeah.
327, a little bit of aluminum on it, air conditioning.
Aftermarket air.
The way I was told was that SoCal Custom in California did all of the fab work on the truck. As far as the AC, it's got 350 automatic transmission in it, power steering, all that kind of stuff. It's got the original front axle and back axle.
So it's straight axle truck.
Yeah, still 6-bolt. It's got 20-inch tires on it. Man, it's a bear to drive with these great big tires on it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it does show it off.
Yeah, what is that, like a torque style wheel?
Torque thrust.
Yeah, they're actually American Racing, specially made for this truck.
Sweet.
So what's a 32 mean? Do you know?
It's the trim model. 31s and 32s were all half tons. The 32 is a long bed fleet size.
Long bed.
The other neat feature on this truck, and I'm assuming it was done by SoCal as well, is the vent glass has been taken out.
Oh, it sure has. So does this thing got electric windows then?
It does.
Awesome.
And the switch is actually the old crank.
Let's check this out.
So you pull up on the crank, or just pull up on it.
Nice. Up for up, down for down, huh?
Yep.
Cool. That's simple.
That's it.
Nice.
So let's take a look inside this truck. It looks like, is that an old Impala steering wheel?
It is. It's a 59 Impala.
And the
Cool.
aftermarket steering column.
Yeah, it's got a Flaming River tilt column in it.
Original park brake.
My original, when I was 17 years old, I had a 58 Chevy Apache step side, and it was a AAA service truck. I bought it from an Exxon, Sitco station. Had big AAA service stickers on the side of it. Of course, back in 1984, that was the first thing that came off, but now they'd be worth a fortune.
So it has factory radio. It's just pretty nice, basic, clean factory deal.
Dig it. Love it.
Aftermarket shifter, automatic in the floor.
I like the amount of resto rod that it's got in it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it nice and easy to drive, but it still looks fairly stock.
Right.
Stock with a nice finish.
Yeah. Cool.
Just enough chips you don't have to worry about driving.
And this nice wooden bed in the back, I mean, someone done a nice job finishing it.
Absolutely.
You just don't want, you ain't gonna haul wood in this truck, I don't think.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Brown tail lights.
Well, I guess we don't have to ask Higby if there's anything bow tie on this, because
It's all bow tie.
The front license plate's the one that I actually have registered. It's a 59 tag.
Cool.
So, is it stock rear suspension, or is it?
It is stock rear suspension. It's got airbags on it, but I'm not sure why. I don't know if they were hauling a trailer at one time. Maybe
They were hauling wood.
Yeah.
So, Brad, how many? Is this pretty rare? This big back glass? I mean,
In 55 through 57, it's real rare. In 58, 59, you see more of them because in 58, they had an assembly line already full of Cameos that they couldn't sell from 57.
Cameo was a cool truck.
And the Cameos all had big back windows.
Yeah.
So what they did is they just started the assembly line up, and in 58, the first ones out were all big back windows.
You know, things in history.
Yeah. So they already had them set up and ready to go.
So, what'd you say about this trim package? It's
called the, what'd you say, the Arrow trim?
Spears.
The Spears.
It's a spear trim package on the fleet sides, and of course it was an option. You could get the fleet side without it.
Okay, so most of them you see are do not have the trim.
No. And
That's
then,
the significance.
yeah, and the fleet. I mean, it's all in really good shape. It's really nice.
and those are originals because I don't think they make them pre-pop yet. Now for an 8-foot bed, you might be able to find them in a 6-foot bed.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
It's cool. I think you can never sleep really on a 6-foot bed, so I have only 8-foot beds.
Brad, I see this thing's updated disc brakes.
It does. It has discs on the front with a 3-inch or a 7-inch booster underneath the floor.
Oh, so the booster's on the floor for the brakes.
So it's
So you
not
got power brakes.
I do.
Awesome. You gotta have brakes.
Always good to have brakes.
So, where did you get this truck?
Got it off the internet.
Internet.
Yeah. So man, I tell you what, I was
California, right?
I was nervous as a cat on a hot tin roof because I sent money. I wired money to this guy's account hoping he would ship me his truck after I wired him money.
And I'm assuming you took the suitcase and flew out there and going to drive us home, right?
No, it came from he bought it from an exotic car auction out of California. It had a twin brother or sister, however you look at it, and they were made for a winery in California in Napa Valley.
Cool.
They used it for promotion and then sold them at the auction. He bought it. He lived in Alberta, Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah. So he actually drove it,
So it was probably a pain getting it over the line,
It
the
was,
border.
he was a little nervous.
Yeah.
Actually, I had it hauled down from here to the country border was 31 hours one way.
31 hours.
So I figured my time was a little worth more than what I had to pay to come down. Yeah.
So you sent the money. How long before you got the truck?
It's about 3 weeks.
Wow.
I bet you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you was nervous.
I stalked this guy like something.
How much sleep did you get?
Oh, not much. I stalked him on eBay. I checked his bank records. I called his bank. I mean, everything just to make sure that.
Yeah, he was legit.
I even Googled searched his house.
Bird's eye view.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can get there with a drone. We're gonna make something happen if this deal don't go down.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Hey, license plate. I love the 59. We see those on them. I've got one for my 55 I'm building.
Yep. It's not hard. You just send the numbers in to Jeff City, and
If it's clean, it's yours.
yep.
Neighborhood Garage Nova's got it as well.
There you go. That's right.
Hey, and you never have to have it inspected anymore.
That's right.
As long as you have
Saves
that tag.
$12 a year.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we want to thank Brad for bringing this really sweet-looking 59 long bed for us to check out. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks for having me on Neighborhood Garage.
Yeah,
It was
absolutely,
a
dude.
privilege to be in such good company.
Right on.
Awesome. Glad to have you. So check us out on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and share it. We'll see you next time.
On Neighborhood Garage.